morning, it's Kuya Noel once again, and welcome to our adventures in Christ. It's the last Sunday of August, okay? And we have special guest next month. Yeah, but I will still be here. Okay. Oh, yes, as you have observed, I'm into black and white, right? Okay, what color is this, kids? This is white, and this is black. God's righteous, and this is evil. Can they join together? No, because God's righteousness, okay, He can't do evil. Just like if you have the righteousness of God, you cannot continue living in evil, right? So what happens when you mix black and white? Some say it's gray, right? But what will happen? Okay, so mix white and black here, and can you blow it, kids? Yay! Can you say Jesus? Jesus! What's this? Now, what color is this? It's black and white. Remember that God cannot do evil things. So, righteousness cannot be with evil, right? Yay! You want more magic?
Yes.
Okay, and here's the next one. And what shape is this? It's heart shape. Okay, now we'll be learning about attitude, right? Okay, sometimes our hearts are, hardened, disobedient. Okay, now do you know the five magic words? So there's the word excuse me, sorry, thank you, I love you, or what else? Forgive me, right? Okay, now I have here the heart in a string. Okay, can you say stay in the middle when I try to drop this? 1, 2, 3, stay in the middle. 1, 2, 3, stay in the middle. Uh-oh, didn't obey. Okay, again. Say stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. Uh-oh, I feel like something here. What is it? Oh, the word please, right? Okay, can you say stay in the middle, please? Stay in the middle, please. Oh, okay, can you say down? Uh-oh. Yes, down please. Yay. Again. Stay in the middle, please. I said in the middle, please. Middle, please. That's good. Say down. Yes, down please. Yay. What's this? Aha! Okay, kids, don't forget the magic words, right? Say please, thank you, sorry, I love you, and excuse me, maybe forgive me, right? And here's the next one. I have here a pan and a water. Just put a little water, and with a magic word, okay, little things again. Starts, big things starts with little things, and okay, how much water did you put inside? Lots or just little? Yes, just little. Watch this, and remove the lid, the cover, and then what's this? You put a little water on it. Yeah, now there's more water now, right? I can't drink it, it's dirty, right? Okay, excuse me for a while. And I'm back for the story. But let's start first with our memory verse. Our memory verse is found in Proverbs 3:5. It says there, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3:5. Okay, somebody's gonna memorize our verse last week. Now, let's start with our story. It's about a guy who's very, very strong. I think he's the strongest man in the world. And the story goes this way. A man from Zorah named Manoah has a wife who is sterile. That means she cannot bear a child. And so, an angel of the Lord appeared before her and said that you are sterile, but you are going to bear a child that will deliver Israel from the hands of the Philistines. And so, the woman ran towards Manoah and reported about the angel that appeared to her. And Manoah ran also, and then he prayed that the angel of the Lord will appear. And right away, the angel did appear. And Manoah said, What shall we do? What are the rules? Okay, when the kid will come out, what are the rules that we can give to him? So the angel of the Lord, he should not drink wine. He should not drink, fermented drinks, and should not eat unclean food. Okay, from a defiled animals or whatever. And so the boy grew up, and he should not cut his hair. He should be a Nazarite. That means he will be set aside for the Lord. Okay, that's right. So the boy had his hair long, and he grew and became big and strong, muscle guy. Right? And so one day, he saw a young Philistine, and he liked her. And then he told his mom and dad, go get her for me. Looks like familiar, right? Okay, some children are so strong, they demand from their parents. Okay? The father said, can you just find somebody that belongs to our tribe? Why find somebody who's uncircumcised? Because Israel and Philistines can't go together. Okay, it's not allowed by God. But then Samson and his parents went down to Timnah to get the girl. And as they approached the vineyard, a huge lion came and attacked Samson. But Samson was, moved by the power of God. The power of God was with him. And so he tore apart the lion with his bare hands as if it's just like a young goat. And he didn't tell his parents that he killed that lion. And so Samson liked the girl, and they got married. And then he turned around and saw the dead lion with swarm of bees inside the belly, and there was honey. And he scooped his hand. He didn't dip his finger, but scooped his hand on that honey and ate the honey. And as he went home, he even shared that honey to his mom and dad. Gross, man. Did he not remember that her mom should not eat defiled animals? Right? Okay. And so, again, the marriage, Samson, celebrated, made some feast, and he gathered, he has this Philistine friends because he married a Philistine woman. And so he made some riddle for them to solve. That they can solve the riddle, he's going to give them nice 30 sets of clothes, garments, linen garments. And then the Philistine guys, forced the young wife of Samson to find the answer, or else we're gonna burn you and your father. And so the wife was so scared and asked Samson what's the answer of the riddle? But Samson didn't tell her. And then for 7 days, the wife was sobbing. And later on, Samson said, okay, this is the answer. And so the Philistine guys knew the answer. They won. And so, the power of God was with, Spirit of the Lord was with Samson. And he killed some of the men's, 30 Philistines and took the robes and give it to those guys who won the riddle. And then, one day, Samson brought a young goat and went to his wife's house. And he said to his father, I want to go inside the room and see my wife. But the father-in-law said, well, I believe that you hated my daughter so much. Is the younger sister most beautiful than her? Because I gave your wife to a friend who attended the wedding. Oh man, what kind of dad is that? And so Samson was so mad. And then he said, this is the time that I can get even with the Philistines. So he caught 300 foxes. Imagine 300 foxes and tied the tails and put torch in it and let go of them. And these 300 foxes with torches of fire on their tails run towards the grain, the vineyards, the orchards, and some plants that are standing got burned and destroyed. And so the Philistines are so mad. Who did this? So the Israelites said, it's Samson, the Timnite's son-in-law. And so the Philistines burned his wife and his father-in-law. And then the Philistines said, where's Samson? We don't know, he's not here. And so they went around and looked for Samson. But the Israelites knew where Samson was. Samson was in a cave of rock. And so they went there and asked, why are you doing this, Samson? Do you know that we are under the rule of the Philistines? I did this because of what they did to me. Okay? So I have to avenge my wife and my father-in-law. Okay, but we have to tie you and hand you over to the Philistines. Samson said, okay, but make sure you guys don't kill me, okay? But there's something in the mind of Samson. And then the Israelites tied him and handed him over to the Philistines. The Philistines saw him and they were shouting, here's Samson, we're going to kill him. But then Samson, the Spirit of the Lord was with him, and he snapped the ropes that's been tied around him. And he picked some fresh jawbone of a donkey. He used it as a weapon, and he killed 1,000 of the Philistines. Wow, what a weapon, right? He killed 1,000 of the Philistines. And then, that time, Samson ruled Israel for 20 years. And one day, he visited Gaza, and he saw a prostitute. And so, the people in Gaza knew that Samson was there, and they planned to kill him. Not during that night, but, during the dawn time. But Samson knew. So, he only slept until midnight. And he got up and took the gates, including the post, 2 posts, and then he carried it to the hills of Hebron. He was able to escape from the plot of the Philistines. And then another day, he saw this beautiful woman, and he fell in love with this woman. The woman is named Delilah. And so the rulers of the Philistines asked Delilah to lure Samson and asked him, what's the secret of his strength? How can he become weak and be subdued? And so Delilah asked Samson, what's the secret? Why you're strong? And so Samson said, well, if you tie me with some strings that are dried, and then I'll become as weak as other men. And so Delilah did what Samson said. And he was shouted, Samson, the Philistines are here to subdue you. And Samson woke up and just, he broke that strings. Nothing happened. And Delilah said, "Oh, you're making a fool out of me. You don't love me. What's the secret? How can you be subdued?" And Samson said, "If you tie me with ropes that are not being used, okay, then I'll be as weak as other men." Again, Delilah did the same thing, shouted, "Samson, the Philistines are here to subdue you." And Samson got up and just snapped the rope, okay? And then he was not subdued. Again, Delilah said, "You don't love me. Please tell me, what's your secret?" And so again, Samson said, "Well, if you braid my hairs, okay, and then lock it with a pin, then I'll be as weak as other men." And Delilah did it again and shouted, "Samson, the Philistines are here to subdue you." And Samson just removed the pin, and then nothing happened. He's still strong. Finally, Delilah was able to convince Samson because Samson really loved Delilah. So he told Delilah the secret of his strength. When the Philistines captured Samson, they gouged his eyes and put bronze shackles on his hands to the grinding in the prison. And Samson prayed to God, "Lord, remember me. Restore my strength. I want to avenge the things that the Philistines did to me." And God allowed Samson's hair to grow back and restore his strength. And as they celebrated, the Philistines celebrated a feast offering to their god Dagon. They asked for an entertainment, and they saw Samson to let him join and perform for them. And Samson has something in his mind. He asked the servant boy to guide him to the pillars of this temple, the huge one. And so slowly touching those posts, two big pillars, and he prayed to God, "Lord, let me die with this Philistine." And as Samson slowly pushing the pillars, the two big post pillars of the temple, and some men on the roof, 3,000 men and women watching, the temple collapsed. Everything fell down on the Philistines, including Samson. Truly, Samson died together with the Philistines. Kids, I don't know what's happening in the life of Samson. He grew up so strong. He could have used his strength, his talent in good things. But looks like he was lost. Our memory verse in Proverbs 3:5 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding." Don't lean in your strength. Don't lean in your possession. Don't lean in your riches. Don't lean on your diploma, certificate that, your achievements in life. Because everything will just be gone. But trust in God. In verse 6 says, "In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path." Kids, make sure that whatever you have right now, you have to use it to glorify God. Obey your parents. Do the things that pleases the Lord. Obey the commands of God. I hope you guys had fun, right? Some of our friends are going to memorize our memory verse from last week.
John chapter 14, verse 15. If you love me, you will keep my commandments. John chapter 14, verse 15.
Okay, see you again next Sunday. And God bless you, kids. Bye-bye. Love you.